Alright, so we're going to have the moon entering Cancer, where it feels comfortable at, where it feels familiar at. You feel me? So these are the situations, and these are the vibrations that you should be catering towards when that moon entering Cancer tomorrow, which will be for tomorrow. And of course, tomorrow will basically be the card number 8. So with that number 8 card, you want to spend time towards loving, nurturing, and caring the close individuals that's in your life, or better yet, being home, being somewhere that makes you feel comfortable and have a privacy or have peace. Because peace is key, and without your peace, you ain't gonna have no keys to be opening no doors, because you ain't got no peace within inside of you. And looking for peace outside of you is something that you will never find. For me, you cannot find peace outside of you if you ain't find that peace within inside of you. So everything starts with you. Everything goes with you. Everything falls in the laps of you. So you got to make sure that your space is clear, and whatever you're trying to bring into your space, make sure these areas and these situations are clairvoyance. And that's key right here. For me, you want to make sure whatever's in your surroundings or whatever's in your environment, you want to make sure that shit is cleared out. You want to make sure anything that's in your environment or your surroundings, you want to make sure everything is slept away. You want to make sure things is cared for, nurtured for, safe, protected, everything included. Now, it's going to be very hard for all the signs, for the cardinal sign, the cardinal air sign, the cardinal earth signs, and the cardinal fire signs. It's going to be a kind of a hard time getting with these energies, with these individuals, because Libras, they don't want to utilize these feelings and emotions or cater to these energies. They want to communicate about these things. But they don't want to like be in that process. See, fire sign, feel me, cardinal fire don't really have time to basically be doing all that. Feel me, they're very direct, and of course they get things going and flowing. Cardinal earth, feel me, they just predicated towards things that make sense. If they can't see the feelings and emotions, they ain't gonna try to make sense out of them. That's why they're gonna have a whole lot of responsibilities and burdens to basically cover these things up, because they don't want to either deal with them or they just show a different side to them. But this is learning experiences for those individuals, and of course, opposing energies. Now, with the sun being in Aries, see, the sun kind of like falls in Cancer, with this perspective of sun in Aries falling into the moon in Cancer. So that means your actions and your viewpoints and things that you react and respond to can feel a little bit sluggish. Feel me? Gonna be going through some form of conflict. Probably waking up on the wrong side of the bed and shit. So, all Cancer, Sun, Moon, Ascendants, and Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Ascendants, and Aries, Sun, Moon, Ascendants, and Libra, Sun, Moon, Ascendants. Make sure you guys ain't waking up on the wrong side of the bed tomorrow, for me, because you're going to basically be catering towards a small mechanisms of these energies. But what's going to be most effective is all the cardinal signs, for me. So try not to cardinal, or try not to basically put yourself into a situation of getting on the wrong side of things. Make sure that you're feeling, make sure that you're bringing out fumes of comfortability and sparks and imaginations of greatness in your way, or greatness in your endeavors when you're going through these phases. Now, the placements that you have Cancer at, these are the areas where you need to go ahead and put yourself into a situation of nurturing, caring. Also, you got Taurus here, which is the exaltation, so have patience and have comfortability within your standards. Also, you got the moon. The moon actually falls in Scorpio, so it's kind of sleep here. So you don't want to basically put yourself into a situation of having pent-up energy. And that pent-up energy is going to come from Pluto and Capricorn, wherever you got Capricorn out in your charts. This is going to bring the opposition, for me. It's either you're going to be paying attention to one location, but you're always going to attract the opposites when it comes to certain endeavors that you're dealing with. But when it comes to your first house, you are the Cancer ascendant. So you're either going to be attracting individuals that need your love, your nurture, your care, or you're going to basically be appear to basically be this when it comes to your personality and what you're expressing out to the world. So that's basically what you need to go ahead and do. You need to go ahead and care for yourself, value yourself, nurture yourself, and try not to allow your relationships or your partnerships that's not in the perspective of valuing you, throw you off with this phase. Now, if you got this in your second house, you're a Gemini ascendant. So of course, you're gonna be placed into a situation of attracting individuals that's trying to value your pockets, value your money, value you, or you're gonna be placed into a situation of individuals putting their perspectives or their values in your charts or in your plate. So be aware of this shit. Now you're gonna attract it towards the 8th house, which could be a Scorpio, a Taurus, Or this can basically be placed into a situation of you dealing with a deep desire, or secret individuals can basically be popping up your way too. So watch out for that area. But you're gonna be dealing with something behind closed doors. Either someone trying to approach you behind closed doors with something, or some form of information. But try to watch out for that. Now, if you got Cancer in the third house, you can be basically being placed into a situation of attracting individuals that need care or need love and nurture when it comes to your environment, your surroundings, or these can be your friends or your neighbors. Or you basically need to be placed. You're going to be placed into a situation of thinking about these things. Pretty much going to be seeing the other side of things. Also, if you got this in your fourth house, you're going to be attracting family members that need love, nurture, and care. Or you basically need to go ahead and embody these placements, because this is going to basically be a conjunction for you. Family, you're going to be attached to home. That's what you should basically be doing. Your focus is on home at this perspective. So make sure whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to manifest, is in your home. It's in your privacies. It's in your comfortability. So this way, when the moon gets into Leo, you'll be right when it comes to what you're expressing in forms and that mechanisms. Now, when you got this in your fifth house, you're gonna be attracting a whole lot of individuals that's either catering towards your talents, caring about your talents, or caring about your expressions, or you're gonna be placed into a situation of caring a whole lot about these things, or you may basically have backlash. But you're gonna go to the extremes in these areas. You're gonna overexhaust yourself in these areas when it comes to your expressions. Try not to worry about the bad things, because you're going to be placed into a situation of dealing with changes and looking at different ways about going about these things. So yeah, that's how it's going to play out for you. Also, your sixth house, you're going to be placed into a situation of caring and loving your coworkers, or be in a situation of worrying about your health. Try not to basically be placed into a situation of worrying about too much work or too much responsibilities, because you're going to attract the opposite when it comes to your dreams, your imaginations, your fantasies, and of course your illusion. You're going to be dreaming about your responsibilities, dreaming about your job and shit. Try not to allow these things to throw you off and shit. What you need to be focusing on right now is how you can bring some form of comfortability, some form of care, some form of what you want to do in life into your sixth house, which is going to basically replenish and of course have you in the right perspective when it comes to your routines. Make sure your routines, that you're loving the right routine, caring for the right routine, nurturing the right routine, nurturing the right coworkers. Feel me? Now, if you got this in your seventh house, you're going to be placed into a situation of attracting partnerships or relationships where they're going to feel the need to basically need your love, nurture, and care. Or you're going to be reacting and responding to these things. Now, make sure you're loving and nurturing and caring for your partnerships and your relationships. But most importantly, what may throw you off is going to be your Pluto and Capricorn in your first house, because you're a Capricorn ascendant. So your personality is going to be getting opposed. So you can appear to be very, very standoffish. Or make sure that your personality, where you show you whatever you got going on, make sure you transform it. Anything that's in your personal life that won't fuck up your manifestation with this perspective right here. Make sure you're doing your protection spells when it comes to your personality and your personal life and the personal individuals that you get personal with. And you'll be right with these transits. Now, if you got Cancer in the eighth house, feel me? What you're going to be basically doing here, you need to go ahead and place yourself into a situation of caring about your secrets, caring about your desires, caring about your passions, your goals, your motives. You're going to have a gift here too. So make sure you utilize this gift. Feel me? If you're going to be attracting a whole lot of secrets, or a whole lot of secret desires and shit, or you could be attracting a whole lot of secret enemies. Also, Cancer kind of falls in this house. It sleeps in this house. So you can be basically holding a whole lot in, trying to hold too much in, try to let certain things go. And if it's not catering towards a form of care or some form of privacy, then you need to go ahead and basically back up out of that charge real fast. Now, if you got Cancer in your ninth house, you're going to be basically be placed into a situation of caring about your beliefs, caring about your religion, caring about your spirituality, or caring about your faith and imaginations. And you're going to be attracting these individuals that's in your life too. So go ahead and basically, play out the characteristics of the care energies when it comes to your experiences. So with any experiences that you go into, make sure you care about these things. You can overexhaust yourself into this area as well too. Try not to do too much of that for me, and you'll be got. Now, if you got Cancer in the 10th house, it's kind of like debilitated here. It don't like being here, but of course it got to do what it got to motherfucker do to get the job done. Now, in this situation, you need to be caring about your status, your career, your goals, what you're known for, and of course, place yourself into a situation of being known for what you care for right now, or being known for caring for somebody, or caring for your status, or your goals, or your responsibilities. It's gonna shine some nice light on you. And you're gonna gravitate the right attention, where attention grows and energy flows, and you'll develop the right situations in your life. When it comes to the moon and Leo, you'll be on the stage for the right things, not the wrong things. Now, if you got Cancer, your 11th house, you basically are going to be attracting individuals that care for you when it comes to your associations, and of course your groups. But what's mostly important, you need to be caring about your associations, your groups, your friends, caring about your visions, your goals, and just being the care energies for these few days. This way, when the moon and get into Leo, you'll be on the right stage. And last but not least, when it comes to Cancer in the 12th house, it's kind of exalted here as well. Care about your purpose towards nurturing, caring, and loving your peace, or loving some form of separation, some form of privacy when it comes to your spiritual natures or your spiritual practices, and of course, how you value and your beliefs behind closed doors and your illusions and shit. Care a whole lot about that. Care a whole lot about your separations and separating from things right now. For me, just detach from things. And what's gonna throw you off is gonna be your routines, your job, your responsibilities. Try to put some of that to the side for me. Try to focus on caring more towards your home, your privacy, your family, but utilizing a whole lot of spiritual mechanisms with that to basically cater towards you in the right perspective. And you'll be in the right energy. So when the moon does get into Leo, you'll be on the stage for the right things and not on the stage for the wrong things. And yeah, these are gonna be the energies going into tomorrow. So make sure you start planning, and of course, contracting the rest of the seeds of the moon in Gemini. So when the moon get into Cancer, we can start waxing in the right perspectives and not waking up on the wrong side of the bed.